Excuse me, sir, who are you, and what are you doing here? I don't recognize this fella, and he's in my neighborhood, and I think I need to do so. Oh my goodness, he's disappeared! Where have you gone? Hello there, my fellow Minecraft friends, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft from the Dudecraft Java single-player world of mine. And, so this wandering villager trader sort of showed up here, and we are playing in the brand new 1.14 update of the game. And I don't have a whole lot of emeralds kicking around here, so I'm trading up some paper with these guys here. I want to go down and at least make a trade, even if this guy's not offering anything spectacular. I want to get down here and see if I can at least make a trade with this guy and see if he opens up anything else. So yeah, just trading in some of the paper from my paper factory. And we're going to spend today's episode sort of exploring what 1.14 has in store for us here. So I've learned a little bit from watching other people's videos about what's happening with the 1.14 update, and I may be a week or two late on the actual update and what's going on here, but that's only because I wanted to take my time and make sure I wasn't jumping the gun and jumping into the 1.14 update too quickly. I know that there tends to be a little bit of bugs that go on in the beginning, and I did not want to subject my world to any of that nonsense to start. So yes, I know that the Wandering Trader disappears at nighttime. Smart. Smart guy. Now today is episode 8, and I'm doing something that I talked about way back briefly in episode 4, and that was using the backside of the circuitry from the sugarcane farm, and I'm basically doubling the output of my sugar farm by copying the farm over to the backside of the circuitry. Something else that has also happened, as you can see here, we have some lightning damage, where lightning had struck the top of my farm, which was all constructed out of wood at that point, and burned up just a ton of the stuff here. So I'm going to be going through and clearing this out, and until I can figure out what the problem is and how I can sort of stop the lightning damage, I'm going to replace the top of this with some stone. I learned Minecraft on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 version, and it was as simple as unchecking a box. Whereas on the Java version, it doesn't seem to be as simple, and I'm not quite sure how I can do this without disabling my achievements and such, and keeping this a survival-only type of world. But when I figure that out, we'll get there. But until then, I am going to cover all of this in some fireproof material to keep my paper operation running effectively. Another part of this new update is that the iron farm is no longer going to work as intended. So, as I described way back in episode 2, this iron farm is going to be coming down, and it needs to go away. And I don't even mind that it sort of stood in the town and looking goofy for so long, and that's not a big deal. But I just want to go inside and kind of give you a look here inside of my iron chest, and as you can see, I've been making blocks. I have stacks and stacks of all greatness, and I'm not worried about running out of iron in the near future. So I've got all my guys up here, my various librarian villagers, and that was a 1.13 trick where it was a continuous breeding process and knocking out the guys with my sword that I didn't want to stay here in the trading hall. But as you can see, the trades actually stuck, and the guys, here's my mending villager, the guys actually stuck with the trades that they had. But now's the time where these guys are going to be moving on to a new location and no longer living up here in the air. Alright, here I am standing over on the bridge that we built in the last episode, and it looks pretty good. I like this bridge. But if we look back across to my village, you can see that here's the iron farm, and that's not exactly looking good next to my house there. And I'm not really sad to see it go, but it is time for you to take one last look, because this thing is going to be coming down. That's right, I'm not wasting any time when it comes to getting this thing out of my sight, because it no longer is functional and it needs to go. Alright, as you can see, I've captured myself a zombie villager, and I have the intention of sort of following along with one of Exuma's videos where he teaches you how to sort of get the trade that you're looking for out of a villager. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy from a zombie villager back into a regular villager, and I have the particle effects turned off, so I definitely did hit him with the splash potion of weakness and then the golden apple as we fight the phantoms swooping down to kick our butts here. Okay, he sort of escaped from where he was uh, not really entrapped where I thought he was, but I've got him sort of trapped down here in a little dirt hut, and yeah, there he goes. He just hit me. But we're down here, and here he goes. Here he goes. He's turning from a zombie! Bang! To a villager. There we go. Mr. Clean Zombie. Yeah, not zombie. He's just a clean villager. He's an unemployed villager, and we're going to give him a job. And we're going to work on making him our new mending villager. Alright, here's another new thing from the new update. And I know the PS4 players got this a little bit early because I'm still a PS4 Minecraft player. But this just makes me incredibly happy. The new lantern thing is just fantastic. We could take a torch and surround it by 8 iron nuggets in the crafting table. And we come up with these fancy iron lanterns. Anyway, this is going to allow me to get all these torches out of this room. Okay, the lanterns are boring me. So I'm back down here and I'm going to sort of get rid of the bottom section of the iron farm here. And that's right, 1 lava source block. And we're going to start tearing this thing away. It's got to go. It can't stay. I say. So I'll get ripping this thing out and I'll get back to you guys in just a moment. Okay, well, I can't very well tear the entire thing down until I have a place for the villagers to go live. And my intentions here are to build a sort of long and thin structure where the villagers can reside inside, and I can reach them across a sort of countertop thing, and we can make our trades and continue doing our business as we always have. But I want them to be contained within this farm where they can't get out and the bad guys cannot get in. So what I'm doing here, I'm getting the nether brick prepared because I'm slapping a nether brick roof upon this building. As I said, I'm still not dealt entirely with the fireproof thing yet. Once I figure that out, it shouldn't be a thing, and I should be able to build the roofs of structures out of anything I like. But until then, I'm choosing to build this structure's roof out of a fireproof material, the nether brick. Alright guys, so I've got a decent structure built down here, and this is going to be the area where my villagers are going to move to as we obliterate the iron farm. But I think we've got a decent place here, and I'm loving those torches. I just love those lanterns. Okay, it is time for you to move out of the iron farm, Senor Pablo. We are heading down the rail track, and you are going to land yourself into the brand new trading hall. And here you go. I'm going to follow you down just to make sure you make it the entire way. And you are down the rail, and you are behind the counter. And just let's make double sure here. And you are inside of here. As you can see, I've got some beds and I've got some lecterns. Numero dos, it's time to ghost. I'm going to knock out this little half slab here and pop in a rail. Just like a so. Oh, up. Like that. And if we send this rail cart across, it should just pick you up. And it does. Excellent. You are safely contained within the rail cart. And I want to knock out this half slab and a few of these slabs here. And I want to sort of push you on your way so that you follow the rails along and you head on to your new home in the brand new 1.14 trading hall. So slide on down there and we will get with you in just a moment. Okay, I've got a few of the guys down and I'll get the rest of them down after a few moments, but it's daylight. And I'm not too concerned with their safety, and I want to start clearing away some of this doors and some of the stone bricks, because yeah, this entire thing needs to come down. So, we're going to speed up the video just a little bit here, and here I go. Okay, I've been doing a little bit of work here, and as you can see, I've got a bunch of villagers down in here, and most of them are sleeping, except for that one guy there. But what I'm trying to do is to create sort of like a countertop situation where these guys cannot make it past this counter. And I want to make sure that they have enough beds available, because the old way is that the village would be contingent upon the doors and the valid doors that are open to skyway blocks and such. But the new way is that the villagers will not breed and reproduce and do all that. They treat beds as their thing. It's no longer doors, it is beds, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to make sure that these guys have enough beds, and I want to go through and make sure that it is right for them. So I'm going to go through in a little bit of a sped up mode here and make sure that I get the rest of this all torn out. This is the old Iron Farm Villager Trading Hall, and it is gone. It is gone. It is going to become something else, something new. And as you can see, I moved most of my villagers down below to a new location, and this is all going by the wayside, and it must be cleared. And the village, honestly, is going to look much, much better. Ladies and gentlemen, I am all done with my work for episode 8, and for the first time ever, I have a plan as to what is in store for episode 9, and that is we are going to go out and find ourselves a raid. But until then, if we take a look across here, everything looks great from the bridge. The Iron Farm and old trading hall is gone. We have the new trading hall here on the left side, and as you can see, they are spawning some iron golems here, which is very, very, very cool. And I did go off out camera, and I did collect myself a bell for my village, because my village needs a bell. But I feel like we've made a huge jump going from 1.13 to 1.14, and we're going to head inside here so I can sort of show off what's been going on. But here they are. All my villagers are sleeping like babies. And I've got that one block there that needs to go away, but I'll get that taken care of. But as you can see here with the carpets and the way I've laid out the half slab material and the trapdoor, none of these guys will make their way through. They all sort of stay in here, but it allows me to get in here. And can I go to sleep? I can! Look at that! This bed is unclaimed. I am on my way, ladies and gentlemen. But I feel like, hey, we've had a great episode. And you know what? The Villager Trading Hall that I said I would be tearing down way back in episode 2, well, we've done it, and it's only episode 8. So here we are, we're in the 1.14 update. How much further do we have to go? How many more things can be made awesome on our way to finding things great? But my name is Mojo Roberts 2600, also known as the Dude of Minecraft, and I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to leave my video a like and a comment, and I will see ya!